Okay, so good day class, no? Kita nyo naman na kung ano yung nasa screen nyo. This is your prelim exam. So, in this video, what we will do is to make the answer key and solve the problems in your prelim exam. So, let's start, no? Para mabilis. Sabi niya dito, for the part 1, for the first part of your exam, you have your multiple choice. So, ayan, start na tayo. In the context of mechanics, number one, in the context of mechanics, what is the primary role of the field of statics? So dito, napaka-simple lang naman yung tanong, no? Ano daw yung ginagawa natin sa statics? To determine the energy and power of the mechanical system, definitely not this. Kasi wala naman tayong pinag-uusapang energy and power dito. Next is to study the motion of objects. Dito, di ba, sabi ang kaya nga statics, di ba? Kasi we are under equilibrium. When you are under equilibrium, from the first law of motion, you have no acceleration. So, you have no motion. No, so this is also not the correct answer. Letter C, to investigate the deformation. Again, deformation, no, dito, Mech 1 is only considering rigid bodies. We will not consider deformation. So therefore, this is definitely not the correct answer. Letter D, to analyze the force acting on the body that are acting in, or the force acting on a body that are in a state of rest or constant velocity. So, eto yan, no? Answer here is letter D. Kasi statics nga tayo. So, we are concerned with rigid bodies at the rest or having a constant velocity or zero acceleration. So, basic lang. Number two, which of the following laws or which of Newton's law is most directly related to the concept of equilibrium in statics? So, dito, sabi niya, ano daw yung anong law of Newton yung pwede nating gamiting most directly relates to statics in specific yung yung equilibrium. So dito, pag nakita mo yung letter D, wala na talaga agad yan, no? Bakit? Kasi wala namang law of universal gravity sa Newton's law. You have your first law here, first, second law here, third law here. Second law, definitely not this kasi nga acceleration, we are not concerned with moving or bodies with acceleration. These two can relate to equilibrium pero the most directly related law would be the first law. Bakit first law? Kasi, di ba, when we derived the formula for equilibrium, what we used was the law of inertia. Wherein, ang sabi dito, a body will remain at rest or in a constant velocity unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. And that unbalanced force is your zero resultant. Tama? So, yun yung basis natin ng equilibrium. So, that's letter A. Okay, number three, concurrent force system is defined as a system where all forces are napakadali. Letter C, acts through a single common point. No? Tumatama silang lahat. Tama, kahit gaano pa karami yan. As long as they pass through a single point, let's say this point, this is considered a concurrent force system. Number four, what is the resultant of a force system? So, definition lang naman siya, no? So, sabi dito, letter A, a single force that is equivalent to the original force system in terms of both its external force and moment effects. So, dun pala pag nabasa mo na yun, alam mo na yan yung sagot, no? Kasi di ba, what we do in a resultant, in solving resultant, we make sure that a single force can be representing all of the forces. Kahit baka na siya karami, magiging iisang force na lang siya, and that is what we call your resultant force. No, so answer here is letter A. Hindi siya letter B kasi ito, sum of magnitudes, hindi lang naman magnitude yung kino-consider natin. No, ito, hindi lang naman location or hindi lang naman point of application yung kino-consider natin. Ha? So, okay yan, number 5. Which of the following describes the purpose of a free body diagram? So, number 5, sorry. Which of the following describes the purpose of a free body diagram? To calculate the volume and mass of the body. We do this pero hindi ito yung main purpose niya, no? So, letter B, to visualize and analyze all external forces and moments acting on a body or system. So, letter B. Bakit? Kasi nga, yun yung kailangan natin magawa, di ba, sa free body diagram. Dapat we need to represent and visualize para ma-analyze natin yung mga forces na nag-act sa isang body. So, what we do in a free body diagram is letter B. Okay, number 6. The moment of a force about a point is a measure of its tendency to cause what type of motion. So, moment, alam nga natin, uh, it's as it's like what we represent moment, 'di ba? Pag sinabi natin moment, there's two direction, that's clockwise and counterclockwise. So clockwise, counterclockwise or clockwise. Those two directions are rotation. So dapat dun pa lang alam nyo na ang ginagawa ng moment is it rotates the object or the rigid body. It tries to rotate the object. Okay? So letter number 7, a couple is a system of two forces that are equal in magnitude, parallel, and act in opposite direction. Okay. So dito, sabi niya, meron kang two forces. Tama? Di ba yun ang couple natin? Pinag-usapan naman natin. They are parallel and they have the same magnitude. Sabi niya, what is the effect of a couple on a rigid body? Okay, check natin isa-isa. Zero effect on the body? Hindi yan. Tama. Kasi it has an effect. Tama. Letter B, a net translational force only? Hindi. Kasi nga, since equal ang magnitude mo, if you do summation of forces, magzi-zero yung magnitude. So, the translational force would be equal to zero. So, wala yan. Letter C, moment only with zero resultant force. This is correct. Why? Kasi dito, if you have these two forces, it will cause the body to rotate at, let's say, at this point. Magro-rotate sila dyan sa point na yan, pero walang resultant force. Tama? Yan yung pinag-usapan natin sa couple. So, answer here is letter C. Okay. Number 8. Sabi niya dito, given in the figure, the normal force acting on the block from the surface of the inclined plane is found to be 240. So, meron daw tayong block. So, sige, nasanay na tayo. Let's just draw the free body diagram here. Meron akong normal force dito. Let's just call this N. Meron akong weight dito. Tama. Tapos meron tayong, let's say, friction. Meron tayong friction dito. Okay, we need to solve for N, no? Hindi na. Bakit? Kasi binigay na dati yung 240. Huwag niyo nang hanapin, huwag niyo nang pahirapan yung sarili niyo. Binigay ko na nga yung 240. Okay, now, if there's a given 240 Newton, ano ba talaga yung tanong? Ito, number 8, no? What is the horizontal component of that 240 Newton normal force? So, it's as easy as doing, okay, sige. Meron tayong normal force. I know that this normal force is perpendicular to this surface. So, if it's perpendicular to that surface, since etong surface na to, this surface, this surface here has an inclination or slope, run rise of 4 horizontal, 3 vertical, siyempre 5 yung hypotenuse. Ngayon, since yung normal force ko, this is my normal force, this is equal to 240. Since perpendicular siya, di papaliktarin mo lang, no? Since 4 ang horizontal mo dito, this will be 4 ang horizontal, 3 ang vertical, and 5. If you want to prove that, let's say this line, etong line na to, this is the line of the surface. Etong line na to, this is the line of the normal force. Kung tatawagin kong theta, yung surface tsaka yung vertical, so surface tsaka vertical, this must also be theta. So if this is theta, this is not theta kasi alternate, di ba? Theta, hindi theta. Tapos theta. Ngayon, etong theta na to is enclosed by the horizontal and the normal force. Horizontal and normal force, ibig sabihin, ito yung theta niya. Okay? So, if this is theta sa triangle na to, sa normal force ko, dito sa theta na to, opposite is 4. So, dapat dito, opposite is 4. Kaya nailagay ko din 4 doon. Pero basically, since perpendicular siya, you will just do the reciprocal. Babalik mo lang yung vertical tsaka horizontal. Pero, yung most niya is gagawin natin. Yung most direct derivation niya is gagamitin mo to. Okay? So, ngayon, pag alam ko na yan, edi it's just as easy as saying na since eto merong inclination, meron niyang vertical component, meron niyang horizontal component, tawagin na lang natin ny, nx plane muna niyang tinanong, no? The horizontal component, nx, is just equal to 240 times horizontal is 3 over 5. And this is equal to 5 to 40, 20, 144. Tama ba? 144. Okay. 144 newton. Okay, yan. Letter D. Next. What's the vertical? What is vertical? NY naman. NY is equal to 240 times 4 over 5. So this is uh 20 times 20 tapos 40, 5, 8, 8, 28, 28 times 4. That's 190, 192. Tama? Okay, 192. 192. Okay, 192 yun. Okay. Yun na yun. So, number 10. A horizontal force of 20 Newton acts on the right at point 0.04. So, 0.4, ano to? So, alam nyo nagpapadagat. Tapos na natin ng, tapos na ninyo yung, ah, dito, yung mathematics for engineers. So, this is just a Cartesian plane coordinate. No, coordinate lang yan, 0, 4. 0 is your x, y is your 4. So, for example, every coordinate system here wherein this is 0, 0. Ito, let's just call that origin. So, ito daw, 0 ang horizontal niya. So, dito siya, 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Ito yung force natin. Dito daw nag-a-apply yung horizontal force. Let's just make this again red. So, ayan. So, this is 20. Wait naman akong makapa. 20, 20 Newton. Or sorry, bakit naging... Let's just erase this. Okay. So, this is 20 Newton. Okay, now, ang tanong lang naman niya, what's the moment about the origin or point 0, 0. So, ito yun. Moment ka lang dito. If you take moment of this 20, since vertical yan, since horizontal yan, I just need to get the vertical distance. And ito na yan, no? Diba? That's 4. Kasi ito, nasa 0, 4. So, 4 yung, 4 meters. 4 yung vertical distance niya. So, that will just be moment is equal to 20. That's the force multiplied by the distance, which is 4. Rotation niya, ito, clockwise, no? So, M is equal to 20 times 4, 80 Newton meter. Tama? Newton to, meter to. This is clockwise. So, 80 Newton meter clockwise, letter C. So, napakadali, no? Uh, Next. Uy, answer sheet na agad. Ayan. Dito na tayo, ano? Sa sa mahiwagang problem solving. Okay. So, para mas maganda, try natin. Ayan, lipat tayo dito. Okay. So, check ko lang. Magana ba? Okay. So, ngayon, sabi niya, you have figure here. So, first problem number 1, 8 points to. Sabi niya, from the figure shown, letter A, determine the resultant of the first system. Oh, so dali, letter A. Just do this. A is equal to, or sorry, A is equal to, A, kailangan daw natin yung resultant. So, resultant, this will be as easy as doing R is equal to summation of all the forces. Tama? This is problem involving resultant pa lang. Wala pa tayo sa equilibrium. Kasi what letter A is asking is ano daw yung resultant ng 1, 2, 3, apat na force na yan. Tama? So, resultant is just equal to 10 negative minus 8 minus 6 minus 4. So, R will be equal to 20, 10, 10, 20, 10, 28, 28, 28 kilo Newton. Siyempre, negative pala yan kasi negative lahat yan. This is going down. Okay, yun na yun. Tapos na. It's 2 points. Tama. Ngayon, pagka walang direction, minus 1. Pag walang unit, minus 1. Letter B. Moment of the force about point A. So if I want to take moment about the force, I just use moment is equal to the summation of all the forces multiplied by the distance. So, M is equal to, so dito tayo, no? Rotate dito, it will rotate clockwise, tama? Ito, clockwise din. Ito, clockwise din. Ito, clockwise din. So, lahat sila clockwise. It will be positive 10 times, oops, what tingin ulit? Positive 10 times moment arm na 3, tama? Itong 10 na to, moment arm niya, from point A pala, sorry, no? I'm taking moment at point A. Kasi yun yung sabi niya dito, moment at point A. The distance from point A to the 10 force, 10 kilonewton force is 3 meters, so times 3, plus, plus, oops, plus 10 times 6, plus 6 times 9, plus 4 times 12. Tama? 8 is 3 plus 3 ang moment arm. 6 is 3 plus 3 plus 3. Tapos yung 4, ito, apat na 3. Okay? So, M will be equal to, hindi ko na kayang i-mental yan. Ay, sorry, bakit 10 pala to? This is supposed to be, tama, 8 pala yan. 10 times 3 plus 8 times 6 plus 6 times 9 plus 4 times 12. 180. Tingnan na yun, tapos na. 180 positive, no? Kasi since positive yung nakuha mo, ang aking resultant is clockwise. Okay. This is kilonewton meter clockwise. Walang unit, minus 1. Walang direction, minus 1. Okay. Next, determine the reaction at roller F tsaka pin the letter D, reaction at pin D. So basically, equilibrium problem na siya sa CND. Okay. So siyempre, before we do equilibrium solution, first thing you do, free body diagram. So meron na tayong figure dito, tinanggal ko na yung support. Let's just replace this. Ito daw, A yan, no? Tama. Tapos ito is E. Now, okay. So now, since nagtanggal ako ng support, I will replace it with its equivalent support reactions. So ito. So meron tayong dyan. Assumption ko lang itong mga to, no? Pero malalaman naman natin mamaya kung tama or mali. Okay, so I'll call this RAY. I'll call this RAX. I'll call this RE. Okay, ngayon, kompleto naman na yung free body diagram ko. Ay, hindi, meron pa palang kulang. Nawala yung nandito kanina. This is 4 meters. Okay, so ngayon, this will be as easy as, I think the first thing we need to do is summation of forces along Y. This is equal to 0. Ay, teka, wait. Mali yung, this is RAX, this is RAY. Ayan. So, RAY, tama, positive yan, no? Kasi going up, eto, this is going up. Tapos minus 10, minus 8, minus 6, minus 4, yung apat na applied force ko. This is equal to 0. And RAY is equal to 28 kilonewton meter. Tapos, syempre, direction mo going up. Okay. Next, para makuha, hindi pala, check. Ano yung tinanong niya una? Roller pala muna sa F. Ay, F ba yun? Okay, sorry pala. This is F. This is not E. Let me just replace this. So, this is F. Tapos, ito pala R. Okay. Now, to get the reaction or the reaction at F, siyempre, isa lang naman yan. So, this is letter C. I think, halata naman na kung anong gagawin natin. I'll take moment at point A. Bakit ako magmo-moment sa A? Kasi pag nag-moment ako dito sa point A na to, tatama sa point A yung RAX, tatama sa point A yung RAY. The unknown that I will have is only RF. So, yun lang yung, masasagot ko agad yung RF. Okay, so let's do that. Unahin natin yung unknown, RF, multiplied by its moment arm 4. Tama ba? Then, ang kanyang rotation is this rotation and that is counterclockwise. So, dito pala. Minus, then etong 10, clockwise ulit sa A, clockwise sa A, clockwise sa A, clockwise sa A. So, moment ng apat na force. This is 10 times 3. Bakit minus plus yan? plus clockwise yan, no? 8 times 6 plus 6 times 9 plus 4 times 12. This is equal to 0. So now RF will be equal to positive 45. So RF is equal to 45 kilonewton. Positive yung nakuha ko. So yung assumption ko na going to the right. Tama yan. Okay. So that's it. It's letter number C, no? Again, 2 points pag walang direction, minus 1 pag walang unit, minus 1. Yung letter D, ito na, dito na, sinimulan na natin kanina yung letter D pala, no? Kasi nakuha ko na yung RAY. Ang tinanong niya sa letter D, what's the reaction at pin A? So, RAY yun, tsaka RAX. So, meron akong RAY, RAX naman, it would be as simple as doing summation of forces along X. Kasi pag nag-summation of forces along X ako, ang meron, RAX. Wala naman tong mga to, yung apat na yan, wala naman yan. Kasi vertical lahat yan. Ang meron lang REX tsaka RF. Sila lang yung merong force. Pero RF pala, sorry. RF is already solved to be 45. So now, if I do that, RAX going to the right, that's positive, plus 45, which is this RF here. This is equal to 0. You will get that RAX is equal to negative 45, meaning this is negative 45 kilonewtons, meaning it is going to the left. Okay. Ayan, tapos na. Number 1. Okay, tama. Yan, that's number 1. No, sobrang iksi lang. One equation, one equation, one equation, one equation. Ay, sus. Ay, sus. Sana, sana tayo. Teka, wala. Number 2. Sorry, number 2. Problem number 2. If the intensity of the distributed load acting on the beam is W equal to 3 kilonewton, determine the reactions at roller A and B. Letter B, if the roller A and pin can support load up to 4 kilonewton and 8 kilonewton respectively, determine the maximum intensity of the load W. So magkaibang problem siya, no? This problem at A, given yung weight, solve for reaction. For problem letter B, or part B ng problem 2, given ang maximum, no? Maximum reaction, solve for W. So, simulan natin sa letter A. Sabi niya sa letter A, determine the reaction at rollers A and pin B. So, yun lang, reactions lang naman, no? So, first, let's just do the complete free body diagram. Ay, teka, wala pa lang nagpakita. Ayan, sorry. Ayan. So, ayan, ito na yung problem, no? If the intensity of the distributed load acting on the beam, ito. Ayan. So, given yung W, problem number, letter A, given W, solve for reactions. Letter B naman, given reaction, maximum reaction, solve for W. Okay. Ngayon, ang gagawin lang naman natin, so letter A, so since ito, gawin na lang natin, ito, this would be 6 points, ito 4 points. Kasi, pero ito, mas mahirap yung letter B kasi letter A. Pero I'm giving you 6 points sa letter B para mas mandun yung bulk ng points nitong problem na to. Okay. So ngayon, first step, syempre, always, let's do the complete free body diagram. Okay, now, if I want to do the complete free body diagram, ang pinaka gagawin lang naman natin is, una muna, syempre, show all the forces. So, meron ako ditong, ito, and this will be my uh, reaction A. But alam ko na agad na yan kasi since this is a roller, I know that this is perpendicular to my surface. Okay? So kung 30 degrees to, yung surface niya, syempre itong surface na to is just the same as this. Parallel yan. Kung 30 degrees yan, since perpendicular, ito nasa horizontal. Ito, ngayon naman, nasa vertical, ito, this is now 30 degrees. Okay. Now, sa point B naman, sa point B, I will have reaction BY, tsaka reaction px. Now, para makumpleto, kasi alam ko na kakailanganin ko yung distance na to hanggang dito. Solve lang natin, no? And if you do the triangle here, ito. This triangle here is just the same as itong triangle na to. Nire-write ko lang siya doon. Itong triangle na yan, di ba? Okay. Now, if that triangle there, this is 3 meters, tas ito 30, I can just simply get this length and this length by using trigonometric function. Ito would be 3 cosine 30. So, 3 cosine 30 is 2.59 or 2.6. Ito would be equal to 2.6 meters. Tapos dito naman is 3 sine 30 kasi opposite, no? And this is equal to 1.5. Tama ba? 1.5 yan. Wala akong sine 30. Okay na. 1.5. 1.5. So, ibig sabihin, this distance until this distance is 2.6. Tapos, itong distance na to hanggang dito is given as 1.5. Okay? Tama? Ayusin lang natin. This distance and then this distance is 1.5. Again, meters yan. Sorry. Meters yan, meters din to. Okay, now, nagre-record pa. Okay, bahala na. Ulitin na naman natin pag mali. Okay, so now, ano nang pwede natin gawin, no? Di check lang natin. Tatlo lang naman yung equation natin. Summation of forces x, summation of forces y, summation of moment. This is equal to 0, equal to 0, equal to 0. That's equilibrium. Okay, now, pag nag-forces x ako, meron akong RBX, tapos meron x component tong force na incline. So, wala. Dalawa yung unknown. Forces y ako, meron akong RBY, merong y component yung RA. Ngayon, moment na lang. Pag nag-moment ako, if I take moment at this point, eto, this point here, if I take moment at point B, diba, this is point B nga pala. Ayan, nabura yung B doon, natakpan. Okay. If I take moment at point B, my only unknown will be RA. Bakit RA lang? Kasi RBX tsaka RBY is tatama sa point B. Big sabihin, wala silang moment arm. Now, let's do that. Summation of moment at point B. This is equal to 0. Now, yung RA kasi, I can make a line here, tapos project a perpendicular line. Ito perpendicular. I can use this distance para sa moment arm. No, pero mahirap yun kasi magko-compute pa ako ng mga distances. E di, ang gagawin na lang natin, it would be easier and more simpler if I get the y component and x component of RB. Wala namang problema kasi, sorry, RA. X component and y component of RA. Bakit mas madali yun? Kasi alam ko naman na kung anong inclination ng RA ko. So, since I know the inclination of RA, I can just get the value of RAX in terms of RA. So, ano ba yun, di ba? Since ito yung, tama, yan yung RA, ito yung RAX, ito yung RAY. Then, ito ay 30 degrees. Ito ay RA. So, RA will be equal to, sorry, RAX. Ito siya, no? RAX, ito. RAX would be equal to RA sine 30. Bakit sine 30? Kasi nga opposite siya. Wait lang, palakihin nga natin yung triangle para mas makita. Ayan, ito yung RA, ito yung, ayan. So, arrow dyan. Ito yung RA, ito yung RAY, lagyan natin ng arrow dito. Tapos ito yung RAX. Tapos this is 30 degrees. So, to get RAX, that is RA sine 30. Tama? Okay. So now, simulan natin. If I take moment at about this point, una muna yung RAY na unahin natin. RAY rotates like this. So that's that's clockwise. So that's positive. So RAY, which is RA, Y is adjacent to the 30-degree angle. So this is sine, not sine, cosine 30 degrees. Tapos ito naman, multiplied by moment arm naman niya. Ang moment arm ng y will be the vertical, the horizontal distance kasi vertical siya, no? So, itong distance na to until distance sa point B. So, that is 4 plus 2.6 and that is 6.6. This is plus. Bakit plus? Kasi meron akong RAX dito. It rotates this way. Yan, ganyan. So, that is counterclockwise. Sorry, clockwise. Plus din. Plus, RAX is RA opposite, no? Ito yung X horizontal niya. That's opposite ng 30 degrees. So, this is RA cosine 30. Ay, sorry. Opposite nga eh. Or A sine 30. Moment arm mo will be, etong distance na to, no, given naman na siya. Nasolve na natin kanina. 1.5. This is plus, hindi, ito, yung weight mo. Weight ng palag is already given as 3 kilonewton per meter. Actually, ito pala, no, sorry. This is per meter. Okay. So, 1.5 minus 3 kilonewton per meter multiplied by, okay, ano bang resultant niya, no? What's the resultant of this distributed force here? That will just be the area, which is 3. Ito, yung 3 yung height niya. Tapos ang length niya is this distance, which is 4. So 3 times 4, that's only the resultant. Tama? To get the moment, syempre kailangan mong multiply ng moment arm. Ito, I can represent it as a single force here sa centroid or gitna. Since rectangle lang naman yan, gitna lang ang centroid. Gitna ng 4 is 2. So, dito hanggang dito is 2. Nataon, I'm taking moment at point B. So, ibig sabihin, the distance is just as simple as 2. Okay. So, this is 3 times 4 times 2. This is equal to 0. So, by doing calculation, RA cosine 30 times 6.6 plus RA times sine 30 times 1.5 minus 3 times 4 times 2 is equal to 0. Okay. Shift solve. 3.71. Okay. RA is equal to 3.71 kilonewton again. Then ito ay directed that way. Yung direction kahit di ko na-check dito or di ko na isama sa points kasi meron naman kayo sigurong dapat may sinulat kayo ditong direction. Pero as long as may kilonewton, okay na yan. You will receive the full. This is 3 points. Ay, 2 points pala to. Sorry, 2 points. Okay. Now, I know my RA. I can just now solve for RBY and RBX. How? Eh, di gawin mo na lang yung dalawang naiiwang equilibrium equation mo, no? So, summation of forces along Y, this is equal to 0. You will have RBY, tama? Ito, RBY positive, plus RAY, which is RA. Y is adjacent, tama? Ayan, no? Adjacent siya dito. So, this is cosine 30. And minus resultant nung distributed force ko 3 times 2. This is equal to 0. Tama? So, RA is already solved to be, ito siya, no? Ayan, 3.71. So, with that, I can solve for, R RBY is equal to 0. So, RBY will be equal to 3.71 3 times 2 minus 3.71 times cosine 30. 2.79. Eh, bakit equal to 0 to? No, this is not equal to 0. RBY is equal to, ay, bakit 2? Wait. This is not 2, sorry. This is 3 times 4. Bakit siya 3 times 4? Kasi 4 yung base niya. Sorry. This is 8.79 nito. 8.79 kilonewton. Again, positive yung nakuha ko sa assumption ko na going up. Tama. Okay. Next. Summation of forces X naman para makuha yung RBX. So, ito, another 2 points yan, no? RBX naman, this is equal to 0. Yan, summation of forces X. For RBX, ito, ang meron sa X component niyan, RBX, ito. And I have my REX. Tama? Yung X component ng RE. So, wala naman na, no? Wala naman ng iba kasi itong distributed force is vertical. So, what I will have is, anong assume natin dito? Left, no? So, negative RBX. Negative RBX plus positive RA, which is 3.71 multiplied by, ang x component niya is opposite, tama? No, x component niya, ito, horizontal, opposite ng 30. So, sine 30, this is equal to 0. So, 1.86 positive. No, RBX is equal to 1.86 kilo Newton. Positive yung nakuha natin. So, the assumption kasi natin dito is going to the right. So, therefore, this must also be going to the right. Okay. Answer. This is also another 2 points. So, 6 points yung letter A. Okay. Now, for letter B, lipat tayo dito.